What you called me?
I said cool hello.
Okay, I see.
So I meant
Good
it like
Fool
this one.
would have totally been like accurate. Welcome back to LA Noire. Hey everybody.
Oh yes, hello. Sorry, I was just laughing insanely while you started recording there. I guess it's not my fault. Someone said something funny.
They would have caught that part, so it's all fine. No one is laughing insanely. Just
Okay, good. Yes,
perfectly
that was
rational reasons. It's been a while since LA Noire. Let's see. Last time we had a boxing thing happen.
Boxing? Yes, there was a very insanely corrupt boxing match. Using the word insanely twice here in like the course of 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
It was
as
like
words
so
happen.
corrupt. It was hilarious. The guy didn't.
It was a comical romp, I would say, especially after. Well, I mean, Reefer Madness was probably supposed to be funnier than it was, but.
Yeah, no, that
really
was not very good. But the setup was good. One of my favorite cases for sure. I liked how, the guy doesn't throw the fight and like within minutes his manager is banging on the door, the city's chief drug lord has turned up to threaten him, a corrupt cop comes in tracking his non-corrupt partner. It's just like
everybody's just like, oh shit.
Yes.
I guess we didn't have a good handle on human nature.
Guy and his fair fight that wasn't fixed. We all have to get him immediately.
Also, super ballsy to assume that he could win that fight.
Yeah, but he did win.
The article that I still haven't posted yet because I haven't posted the previous episode yet, which I will do after this video. There was supposed to be a Deadspin article from the guy that fixed fights. They fix fights for the guys that are supposed to win. They just want to make sure of it. So
yeah, I totally read that article. I think you linked it to me. It was really interesting. It was very, very clearly got across the perspective of the fixer, the manager, and I definitely believed him that everyone does this and everyone knows it's happening. At the same time, though, I think he has lost sight of the perspective of people from outside of his circle. I don't think he
it's totally making a fraud of a legitimate athletic contest.
Yeah, it was unintentionally self-serving. The article was well written.
Yeah,
I don't think it was meant to be self-serving.
Probably at least a little bit self-serving intentionally.
Yeah,
you don't get as far as you do promoting fights without being able to promote yourself at least a little bit, right?
Oh, that's true. Yes, I mean, he's literally like an expert in indeed lying to promote people. So
yeah,
hard to say what he intended to get across, but he got it across all right. Whatever it was, I certainly thought it was sympathetic and interesting, and made some good points about how boxing just kind of fucking murders you.
Yeah, it's a weird world that we don't really see too much of because boxing has kind of vanished. Also, this is Naked City, which is probably prostitution.
I hope it's not.
The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything,
oh, shit.
Roy.
Huh.
Just get over there.
So this is the second DLC case in Vice.
Interesting.
Oop, that's the
so
this way.
The reason hey, what was out there though? That looked cool.
It was like a is the word verdana? I have never actually said that word aloud.
It is totally a veranda. I mean, if that's what it was.
I will look back.
Can we go see what was there?
I will look back over there in just a second as soon as I change back into my snazzy suit.
Of course, you can't do Vice detectivery in a bad suit. You can do it as a bad person. They get like a little patio here.
Yeah, it's actually like the Hollywood police station is among the nicer, I guess. Like of the 3 that we've seen, the homicide one was kind of dingy.
Still pretty well set up here.
That getup of yours anyway.
I just changed my suit, Roy. Come on.
Detective Earl, science teacher, Mr. Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me.
Also, he just razzed me about this last case. That's why I switched to the other
outfit.
outfit.
Couple now. People judge me with you on my
Maybe the thing is, you were wearing this outfit last case as well. Maybe Roy specifically doesn't agree with us that this is a cool one. Well, should we have a closer look at it like that? Is that an American flag tie? Maybe that's his objection.
No, I don't think so, right? Surely he wouldn't be.
No, it's not, is it?
Hang on. Sorry, let me just get into a corner here so that I can stare at the... There we go. Yeah, no, it's just totally like a geometric design tie. There's like a nice little...
Thing is, this absolutely is what you were wearing last time Roy started razzing you. So he's consistent. It's just, I'm not sure I agree with him. You know what? His looks better. His looks better, but not like massively.
He's also just got like a vest, right? He's got the vest, and then he's got... Or no, is that just a 2-color suit?
I like the stylized footprints being lifted as like crime themed. Apparently, the tie.
Oh wait, hang on. Sorry,
I think that's what it is.
like on his suit or on his tie. Yeah, those
Yeah,
totally
check out
are.
his tie.
Those totally are.
That rules actually. That is a good outfit.
And he wants to
But
razz
yeah,
me for
Coles
being a
is also,
science teacher
like-
chic. Like, come on, shoe
Yeah.
footprints on a
He's-
tie
he's-
is totally science teacher.
Totally overselling it. So, army surplus morphine. You can see why the Lieutenant Colmers, I think, Lieutenant Colmers was mad because you guys got that stuff, right? So if someone else had been
Chalmers
killed
was
with
indeed
it,
upset about that. Yes.
yeah.
Let's take this car because it's a good car. And I almost drove off without Roy on purpose, but then I was like, wait a minute, if he says anything.
He didn't move fast enough. But yeah, I agree with not wanting to leave him
You
behind.
seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We
Roy?
did our job.
Oh, so he's mad that the LT is
Closing
mad.
one case opens another.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah,
have
I
any
thought
idea what
that,
is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
The same thing that always happens?
Are you going to tell me?
The deal's being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're
Oh,
wasting our time.
Roy sure
on
knows a
some
lot about the
crime.
underworld, doesn't he?
Is he even talking
Someone's
about
little
the
girl.
underworld at this point, though?
Visit
Like,
the morgue at the end of the month
I
with
don't know,
John and Jane
actually.
Doe.
Maybe not.
Percentages. The odds for and
Could be talking
against
about
lightning
politics.
striking.
It would not be the first political reference he's made.
yeah.
He seems to be to that. I wonder if that's part of why he shanghaied Cole into Vice.
Because he wants.
Did he see?
He sees
Did
Cole's
he see
ambitions.
someone else who was interested in politics and had political connections or ambition?
Yeah, Cole doesn't really seem to have connections, just ambition at this point. Like,
Well, that's the interesting thing. He doesn't appear to have connections, right? He's like, but in the flashbacks he did. Like when he got into the officer corps because his parents own a shipping company, right? Why doesn't he have political connections? It's what's going on? Is he like, as a matter of principle, avoiding use his family ties, or is there some reason he can't? It's an interesting question.
he
One which
doesn't
will be
strike
answered,
me
I
as the
suppose.
kind of person who would do things for principle when it came to his ambitions.
Thanks.
No, I agree with you. I think we'll find out that maybe things are not all in great everything.
Yeah,
This is a very luxurious place. Someone's
Yeah.
been at an overdose here. It's not quite the same as the little flop house earlier, is it? But
I assume that they're not getting their
Audience particularly
morphine from popcorn stands either.
yeah, we've definitely gone to. If this is another drug case, this is the upper class version.
Hey,
Bukowski!
Made homicide.
That I did.
Yay!
Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
Hey,
Can we get on with it?
it's
Galloway,
you,
you're still in
also.
homicide.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks.
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace.
Here, here. Mal is 100%
How?
that it's murder.
You guys want to trade partners?
You mind if I take
Can I
a
just
look
take
around?
Bukowski with me and
Sure.
you two
Go
fucks
ahead.
go have a good time by yourselves?
Yeah, they would have a great time just closing all cases immediately, wouldn't they? Yes, my first assumption, that's definitely it.
Phelps?
Interesting, so no one's quite clear on whether the morphine is related or not.
Yeah.
What's your theory?
Also,
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down
I think
here.
this is one of the few DLC cases I actually played on the PS3. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember walking into this
Water
room,
is
so...
violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result
Oh.
is that a lot of foam is generated. This
Terrifying.
foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning.
That's some marks on her
Notice
arms.
anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest.
I wonder then, was she perhaps murdered rather than
Closer
overdosing?
look at her head and neck.
Strangled.
Neck is bruised pretty
Also,
badly.
sleeping pills and morphine? And
Maybe she just
strangulation?
really likes to have a good time. Like a really good time.
I'm not sure that would give you a good time. Oh,
Bruising
is
on
that a
the
bite?
forearms, and he's-
Well, there's only one explanation for this. We got vampires around.
Oh shit, at last! This whole freaking game's set in Los Angeles and there hadn't been a single vampire yet. Okay, this is a woman who's had some problems recently.
Could be wrong, but it looks like a
With
black
the
sapphire.
vampires.
Eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. man
This is
held her
interesting.
down, and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been
Okay.
liquid, and there wouldn't have been much of a
Right, so
struggle.
they haven't actually found any morphine at the scene yet, but he's thinking there should be some because he thinks
Yeah.
it's the symptoms of morphine. Interesting. So that's actually something really interesting, if so, because it means that the morphine might not be back on the street per se, but someone is using it as a murder weapon.
But I guess we'd find out later. But like, all we know about her is like she's a 26-year-old fashion model, right?
Yep.
Roy, shut up. I can hear you talking, and you need to stop.
Sounds like he's talking to a domestic servant.
Yes, he's talking to the lady that we're going to interview, and hopefully not ruining her.
Barbiturates.
He's totally
Preemptively.
ruining her. You're gonna get there, and he's like, "Yeah, I finished the interview. She didn't know anything."
Which is funny. Failing interviews is my job. I thought we'd decided on
Holding
this.
English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
It's the boxer. He didn't leave the country after we told him specifically to leave the country. He's
All
back.
complaining about those damn baby boomers. Oh, probably not. It's so Galloway must have been really upset to be assigned to a case where the victim was not married.
Barbiturates.
Yeah, it'd be really hard
What else is
for him to
rattling
just
around
like
in this thing?
do his thing.
That looks like a false bottom, doesn't it? Ah.
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would
Huh.
make her life a roller coaster.
I don't know what those are, but apparently they will make her life a roller coaster. So
Benzodrine and barbiturates. Yeah, it sounds like both of them are things you shouldn't take together or something.
my guess
I
is
don't
that
know.
it's uppers and downers.
Sounds like. I do like that Cole has a bunch of random subject matter knowledge. Presumably he did all the reading for his detective job. There's a lot
That
of
also might be
studying.
something that you would need to know in the military, but
Yes. Yeah. Bath has been largely drained, it looks like.
yeah. And I
Still
can't
haven't found any
invest anything there.
syrettes of morphine, so that's still something to keep an eye out for. And Mal Carruthers also mentioned looking for some on the way out, so like if you see a rubbish bin or something outside the
Top
place.
end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Julia being photographed expensively. That was her name, right?
I think that was her name. Yeah. I'll
This
check
is
in a
not very
moment.
interesting.
No, yeah. I was expecting like another love note from that pig guy. Pig guy's
you
probably
gotta
still in
look
jail,
more
right?
At this point. Like, you found something in a photograph once, now there might be something in every photograph.
Hey.
Oh shit.
It's a place to start.
Deceit. It's from
That's
Mrs.
a
Rand.
very time-sensitive message to leave in a very permanent place. Like, when
Yeah,
Tuesday?
hang on. That's a bit...
What Tuesday? Is this like Tuesday 1946? Is it this year? Come on.
Maybe someone just delivered the photograph and they actually change them out regularly, like whenever they want to make a new meetup.
Beautiful girl.
Yeah, and
Certainly
like
not from the Sears
tastefully
catalog.
arranged the photographs the way that they should be and everything. Also made sure to leave the
So the
message on the
maid did it.
centerpiece. I mean, let's not be tacky here. You can't just put it on the. You can't just unbalance the messages.
Yeah, I mean, also it wastes time if you have to go through all three of them. It certainly wasted ours.
I mean,
Julia
we could have
would've-
just like looked for invisible ink on them, just like.
Nice
into the oven.
groceries. Oh my god, those bananas. Look at them. They're just like
Those
square bananas.
Those are. That's what everything looked like in 2012, 2011.
1947.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Doesn't tell me.
I mean, that's fine, because, like, a square salad fork, yes, they really are square, but the bananas are not so good.
I don't think so.
I like that you can clearly like put your hand over this thing that totally isn't a thing, and still hit A because like what else am I gonna do? I've come this far.
Yeah. Might as well start the mining and get a hit on that. No, maybe not.
Turn the iron on and shove it into your face, Cole. Just do it. Be a
Does he
man.
really deserve that?
It's got to prove him to be the best cop. It's gonna show how far he was willing to go for an investigation.
I'm not sure that's what they actually give you promotions for these days. What they give you promotions for, I think, is needing to cover something up.
I'm
like the hideous burns that he'll have left on his face. It's the perfect chance for a cover-up.
You would.
Virginia
He could
Reynolds,
just spend the rest of the game in a
I'm
mask.
just so shocked. I feel
He'll
like
just
there's
have to
something I
track
should
down
be
the
doing,
Avatar to
someone
regain
I
his
should
honor.
Oh.
call.
We can make those.
That's a really good joke, by the way. I'm laughing inside, but
That's just it.
I'm sorry, I literally didn't hear your good joke because I was listening to the maid.
I wasn't.
Someone has
Anyway,
to set her affairs in order.
Mr. Henderson.
maybe?
Oh yeah, Dave Henderson, first baseman for the Philadelphia Oakland
Did you get the
Athletics.
details to the other detectives?
No.
ma'am?
Oh god, there goes the guy with the corpse in the background.
Quick, while she's distracted. Laters. Okay.
Yeah, quick, ask her some questions.
So
I'm
let's
distracted.
just check the evidence real quick. I'm going to guess that for that victim's state of mind, we're going to hit lie with the Benzedrine prescription. Or the
Yeah,
sleeping
possibly.
pills. But
Yeah, basically we just need to get as much information as possible out of this maid who... I mean, maid is perhaps not the right... We said maid there, so it is the right term.
No more than normal.
I
That-
disagree with what she said.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia was obviously disturbed.
but no more than normal is
I
totally
have no
like a
idea what you're
reasonable
talking
answer.
about.
Oh boy. So, the prescription.
That is a possibility, but
Or
that was
the
like a year
possible
ago, wasn't
suicide.
it? July 46.
Yeah, it was.
So it's not a recent thing. So I reckon it's got to be doubt then.
But possible suicide though. But
Yeah, but like the fact that she may have killed herself doesn't necessarily indicate that she was extra worried about something, particularly as we think it was murder.
yeah,
Just doing my job, you understand that?
that's a low number. I'm not going to hit
Yeah.
the intuition, but that's a low number. If it's going to be doubt,
I guess this is a bona fide difficult question then. I call doubt anyway.
I'm going to back out and I'm going to hit a different one first.
Did Miss Randall have many friends? Is it?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
You can show her the jacket.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia had men stay here.
I will
Why
not
is she
speak
lying
of
to you?
dead.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
why.
prove that.
That one we actually can prove though.
Righty. Yes, we can.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr.
Oh yeah, Hindu.
Henderson's.
Like I said.
An older man, very distinguished looking.
Indy.
He seemed very much in love with
Is he good at baseball?
Where would we find him?
Not yet. He is not born for another 11 years,
I don't
but Dave
know.
Henderson was good at baseball for
He
a
said he
time.
lives in San Francisco.
Nice. Well, she had a boyfriend. That is
What was it like?
fine. Doesn't necessarily mean...
Perfectly fine, officer.
You should tell Galloway about him.
I liked his face of like, are you sure it's perfectly fine? Come on. Do we actually have anything?
This time it's me who missed what she said. What did she say was perfectly fine?
was it like?
Working for Mrs. Randall. Miss Randall, excuse me.
Perfectly fine,
Oh.
officer.
Yeah, and check his immediate like.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Occasionally,
You're hiding
he
something,
just
Mr.
knows.
Reynolds. There's something about Julia's past that you don't want to tell me.
How do you come to that conclusion, young man?
Yeah, I
Makes
don't.
you think
Oh, I
I
see.
know
You
anything
big
about
lie.
her past?
I don't.
Yeah, doubt one.
I think
Like,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be something like she was a nightmare to work with or something, or but she's Reynolson seems to have liked
Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
her, but I don't know why she's lying actually.
That's a high number, so I think you're right. It is doubt.
I don't think your number counting there is meaningful,
Mrs.
but
Reynolds, it seems like there's something you want to
maybe.
tell me.
She was very
you got to write her on that basis before.
Yes.
lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it.
Maybe she was
The way it's turned out,
up and down because of the two different kinds of drugs that she was prescribed. Just throwing
That does
things out
sound
there.
possible, yeah.
I think I'm actually going to use an intuition point on this victim's
Was
state
Miss
of mind
Randall
question
depressed about something?
because it seems important.
no more than normal.
That number is low. so
Alright,
I
you're going to
think
remove an answer or ask the community?
Ah.
I would
Boy,
just
I
hit
would just
doubt,
like
and then I would
shit
just
if
regret
it removes truth. I would just be very unhappy.
it will absolutely remove truth if you pick it. But not necessarily. It might not, even though I said it absolutely would. if it didn't remove truth, you'd have your answer.
Yeah, but I think it's actually lie. Firstly, because I think that it is a lie. Secondly, because that number is not 99%.
What is the evidence you think you can show her?
That her state of mind is bad. So it's either suicide attempt or it's the drugs that she's been prescribed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, let's go through this then.
Benzedrine prescription is the one that I would actually pick, I think.
But that doesn't... Having been prescribed Benzedrine more than a year ago doesn't mean you're...
But she's got a shitload of pills. Maybe
Sleeping
the
pills?
sleeping pills.
Oh, the sleeping pills. Yes, that's... Okay, if you're going to pick lie, I reckon it's this one.
Okay, so I'm actually not going to use the intuition, because I think it's going to tell me lie. And I think that sleeping pills, I think you're correct. I didn't see that before, but yes, I think that's correct.
I didn't see them either. Okay.
Okay.
Let's sleep them. Pill her up.
She was
That's correct.
taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen.
You know what? It was probably either of them.
Maybe.
I've seen the pill box. The thing she hid in there.
That would also be the thing that she hid in there.
I
That's
don't
the
know how
same
she
pill
supports
box.
herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess.
Do models not get paid well?
Does modeling really pay that well?
It does, but
Or does now?
One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
yeah, now that TV's a thing, I guess. But
Yeah, and we're getting the impression this woman was like a successful fashion model, but not a modern supermodel. Who?
yeah.
This is a very, very nice place in a very expensive building.
Also, there's a lot of drugs. Like, that stuff's not cheap.
Yep.
Even if they were prescribed, that's still not cheap. Just taking another
So-
last pass around, looking for Surrette's.
Yeah. So either Homicide has turned over the case to Vice. It sounds like it, and to keep finding more and more drugs. Because I noticed Galloway and Bukowski have kind of vanished. Either that, or they were like, yeah, whatever. Phelps will go over the whole scene 5 times. We're not sticking around for this.
I mean,
We know that
I probably
guy.
have a reputation at this point of just like,
Yeah.
he did the interview and then he just like went right back. I don't understand it. He's been in there for hours.
No morphine on
Nope,
the
they
scene.
actually were waiting here.
Stefan, Rusty,
Oh,
we'll
that's
take a
cool.
look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
What jacket? He didn't tell us about the jacket. All right, I guess we're done
You
here.
think
Bye.
Carruthers has
No, the
called it
smoking
right?
jacket.
No, yeah, I know.
He rarely
I know,
gets
but
it
do they
wrong.
know?
Oh, right.
I
Yes.
don't know.
He just
I'm
said check out the
Galloway.
jacket and then left.
I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
I like the way he was ordering people around too. He was just like, yeah, I'm superior to you here. But it was like a friendly ordering people around, but they were kind of staring at him. Ooh,
The
there we
Surrette.
go.
Hooray.
Carruthers was right.
Hang on, just trying to...
It's just
Do the stupid-
moving.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number
Hmm.
of those crossroads.
Roy is trying really hard to deny the connection here, isn't he?
Autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I mean, I guess it's possible for there to be more
think our
than
work
one
is
morphine
done.
addict in this apartment complex. Hey, check out this cup, though.
Yeah.
Roy, check out this cup.
Could that have been a coffee cup, do you think? At some point?
I think it was one of those, like, bubbler, or not bubbler, like...
It's a good
water-
wrist workout.
Yeah, he really just likes to get a good wave on with those things. Anyway. Like a good office water cooler cup that's faded with time.
You can call them a bubbler if you want, it's okay. We know...
No, bubblers
Your
are different.
nature.
Those are more properly known as water fountains or drinking fountains. The kind that you see,
Ah.
like, sticking out of the side of a wall somewhere.
Oh, right, so it doesn't mean a water cooler. Yeah, I know the kind you mean. Like the institutional kind.
Yeah.
Like every school and public place, and they have incredibly shitty broken ones of those all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So,
So the Habituate Doctor or the Assignment Fashion Place?
what do we got in people? It's weird that we don't have any more information about Mr. Henderson. It seems like we would have like put in a call to R&I about that. Or at least
Well,
got his
that's-
first name.
That's what he had asked, well, commanded really, Bukowski and Galloway to check out though, right?
No, he wanted them to check out the jacket, which I think would lead them to Mr. Henderson, but like the housekeeper knew the guy, clearly. So like why not ask
Yeah.
for his first name?
But she said she didn't know who he was, didn't she?
I guess. She knew that he lived in San Francisco. It's in clues somewhere.
Yeah.
Housekeeper
Yeah,
statement.
just go and search San Francisco. Shouldn't take too long.
Yep. I mean, how many people
Yep.
are there in San Francisco at this point? Like 5, 10? Can't be that
Certainly
many.
less than there are now, or possibly more since earthquakes have intervened. No, it's got to be much less.
Yeah,
Many
it'd be much
many
less.
fewer.
A, because population rose, and B, because the earthquakes didn't kill that many people. I kind of want to go
Also,
to the.
they were, I think, earlier.
Yeah.
I have no particular
1904.
opinion on whether we go to Stoneman's practice or to the Dasnine dress store. They both sound interesting, actually.
I want to go to the doctor because I want to find out why he prescribed her 2 opposing medicines. If it wasn't trying to kill her, like, what's up? Are you bad at your job or what?
Bukowski,
You think she-
Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought it.
Do you think
to
she
Oh,
was?
fuck off, Roy.
They're good police.
It actually was a
As
reunion. They
you
were
know.
cool.
You got
Yeah.
promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you
Occasionally,
in. Bukowski's a
occasionally
pushover.
Roy Earl irritates
Galloway's a
me.
drunk.
You could learn a thing or two.
Listen to
from
him
both.
here.
Please.
I mean, he's right. Bukowski was a pushover, and Galloway is a
I
drunk.
don't see why they'd be any better
Yes,
or worse
he's
at it
correct,
Notice you
but
said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you
okay,
think?
I've just
Why
come
do you
all the way
always
around
twist
to
it?
him again.
than- Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
Also,
And
he
he's
enjoyed it
welcome
more
to
than
it.
Cole did.
You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need.
This,
Not some
that is the
bulldog
specific
who
line that
can't
got
get
me
up a
really
flight of
mad the
stairs
first time that I
without
played.
coughing up his lungs.
Ah.
Or at least one of them. Like, fuck off, I'm not your dog, asshole.
He's pretty clear that you are, though. Like, it's.
And, like, what are my
can you
options
deny
here?
it?
Like, given that, you mentioned off camera once, the Spec Ops Lines dilemma, where the actual solution was that you shouldn't play the $60 game. Like, that's the same sort of thing. In order to prove that I'm not his dog, what are my options? Well, I turn off the game and don't play it anymore.
No, I mean, okay, here's the real thing you do. You don't identify yourself with Cole Phelps beyond a certain point, basically. Like, I think that Roy is correct that he is, at this moment, to some extent, owning Cole, and Cole will fight back against this, I'm sure. I look forward to that. But, yeah, it's a linear game, right? It's not us, the player, being owned.
So you say, but I'm still the one having to walk Cole Phelps around the place. That's an open window up there.
I hope it's not foreshadowing anything.
It probably
It's,
is. I'm glad that we
okay,
got
and
here
I
first
guess I look
and
forward to it.
or first rather than second, I guess. Is there a staircase?
Leave
up
an
here?
open window on the table in the first act. Something has to be thrown out of it like a rope by the end. I wonder why that door even opens. Verisimilitude?
Because you could have gone in the other way, I guess. Like if you parked your car into the parking lot like a normal person instead of like an asshole, like I did.
I swear, if we
That
lost
was a-
every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
He's not wrong. That was a really interesting conversation, though. Like, that really encapsulates the partner dynamics. Yeah, Bukowski and Galloway are, in different ways, good cops and also, you know, not that...
505.
They're not high flyers.
Yeah.
Whereas Roy is. He knows what's up and he knows too much. You know, he's too deep into things, and he has seized on the fact that Cole is a capable person and can be useful to him, and he needles him in a way which he can only get away with if he has some sort of power over him, really.
Yeah.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to?
So he clearly thinks he does. But the interesting thing is, Cole doesn't seem to think so. I think Cole's going to rebel against this.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I
Save
have
it,
some
sister.
gentlemen from the LAPD here to see
See,
you.
she said it sarcastically, so you know she didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Cole is... Although he's kind of not unhappy about being in Vice and doing these glamorous cases and stuff, per se, and he doesn't hate Roy, he chafes also at the idea.
Yeah. And
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
mostly I, as the player, am am irritated by, you know, the whole
How well did you
thing.
know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient.
No, you knew her longer than that because we have a prescription from longer ago than that.
Yes, we
Julia
do.
Randall has
That's a
been your
lie.
patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, detective?
This guy. He's like immediately coming across as a slightly less southern version of Fontaine, isn't he?
Contradict you, Doctor.
I mean, that's why Roy was correct. If they locked up
Yeah.
all the doctors, they would get him
on
too.
benzodrine
So,
by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night.
and
Some of
whose
the
fault
doctors
is
probably-
that?
I told her to slow up, but
What do you mean slow up? You're the one writing the prescriptions, right?
Yeah, I know. Jesus, this guy's
Thank you, Cole. Jesus.
Illegal, detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for
So
weight
you're telling her
loss.
to stop doing it while continuing to prescribe her more?
Wow.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription
I wonder.
for Benzedrine.
I wonder what actually killed her. Was it the morphine or something else?
She wanted to control her weight.
I'm gonna hit lie on that one
We
too.
believe Miss Randall died of an overdose of morphine. You didn't prescribe her anything else, did you?
That is a very serious allegation to level at a doctor, young man.
I'm going to back out and
Hey.
check the
Yeah.
number.
He didn't.
But
Hmm.
My mistake.
Okay, my
that's a high
guess is
number.
that.
It's doubt.
Yeah, probably doubt. See, basically, what this turns on this question is did she like get the morphine from him and then kill herself with it, whether by accident or not? I don't think so. I think doubt is correct. I think the morphine was used by someone else to attack her, but like it's not out of the question that this guy could have been doing a morphine racket himself. But yeah, let's doubt him. I doubt whether she.
As I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I
There's
wonder,
two different
she was determined.
so another
She said she needed
shitty
to
lie
control
thing
her
there,
appetite.
where the question
Sounds
that
like
you
you
hit
knew
for
her pretty
lie
well.
is different than the question that you were
I knew the
asking
line of
about
work she was in.
before.
Yeah.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
So I guess we got nothing out of here.
I mean, what we found, we got something negative. Like we found out that yes, he's a shitty doctor, but no, he almost certainly isn't the cause of her death. Although, you might want to talk to the receptionist as well. She might know more.
Yeah, and that window's open for a reason. I would like to very much for Cole to just be like, close the door and just be like, just doing my job.
He's like, the doctor's like, I'll show myself out. Oh, what's this?
I don't know.
Can you like go through his stuff? Yeah.
It's incidental, but it's Mavis
it
Beacon
wolf?
teaching typing, I think. Oh, it's talcum powder.
So it is.
Shaving cream?
Circumstantial.
Deodorant powder. I don't know why the doctor has that, but okay. And
Those are the only
only
two
things I
things?
can look at. To be fair,
Okay.
this isn't actually a crime scene, so like normally you don't even get access to that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
still.
That's why I was like wondering. Okay.
I mean, it made the ping, so I was just like immediately like, yeah.
Your partner is a creep, and you probably are too. I have the same feeling.
All right, yep. I mean, fair enough.
I guess we don't get to interview her then. I wonder if we'll be seeing Stoneman again. Whether
I
in this
imagine
case
we will
or
as
another one.
soon as we walk out the front door. We will see him greet us at the
You
bottom.
have suspicions about the window, don't you?
Yeah, you don't open the window for no reason. Also, you don't focus in on the window as we're coming up to the building for no reason.
So if you think he's going to jump out of it, or why? Why would he?
I don't know. I really don't know why he would do that, but
The old boy's lying.
yeah, no shit.
About what?
Everything.
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
I'm letting him talk because I think it's going to cutscene me as soon as I walk out the store. It didn't. Just,
Yeah, maybe you're misremembering something happened in a different case.
Oh, I don't
or-
remember. I'm just saying that like it focused on the window as we drove up here. The window was
It
very
looks
obviously
like a
open.
thing, yeah, for sure. But apparently not. I guess it was a red herring.
Probably when we
Or
drive
something.
back here, then. Because like
Yeah, I
we've
guess-
got to go to the
Yes.
fashion job.
Fashions. So yeah, Dr. Stoneman, I don't know. I mean, I am not as totally convinced as Roy that he was lying. I think he might just be a shithead.
Yeah, but
Have
it's
you noticed how
so
brokers
it's one of those
only
things where
pull out
like
the physician
they don't point out how
patient
much of a shithead he's
privilege
being
card
unless
when
it's
I got
relevant to the
something to
case
hide?
somehow.
There are certain things
True.
people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them.
Also, he was a shitty doctor. Like,
Yeah.
straight up.
Darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
He claimed innocence the whole time, but like he prescribed her 2 competing medicines and was just like, now don't take any
Yeah,
of these,
like
but
he-
then like continued writing the
He was
prescriptions.
clearly harming her and her life, or at least enabling her self-harm, even if it's not what killed her. And we don't yet know what killed her. We haven't had the autopsy results.
Yeah,
But,
I
I mean-
imagine we will find that it's
Right.
morphine, and they'll instruct us to go back to the apartment to look for that syringe or syringe that we found.
Well, they won't have to because you've already got it.
Well, do you remember from
Well, hello.
the bar case with the knife in the alley?
Oh yeah, and they were like, "We need to find the knife," and you were
And
like,
we were like, "Yep,
okay.
I got it
I
right
hope
here."
I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some
What?
sort of trouble?
You could say
She was
that.
found dead this morning.
Wait, so she was fired from?
How long had
When?
Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
That sounds actually
Yeah.
totally true. What do
Yeah.
we have in our notebook that says otherwise?
Modeling job.
Wait. Oh yeah. No, yeah, that's
but that actually confirms what she said.
that's
Like,
literally
yes, she
that's
was
literally
modeling.
the store front. Like that is a picture of her standing in front of the store that we are now in.
In front of this very shop, yeah, in real
I
life.
think you're lying. I don't think she worked here at all. I think she worked here.
I think she worked 5 meters outside the building.
Just
And
like
yet you
standing.
claim she worked
Does Australia have the thing where people just stand there holding like a Little Caesar sign and spinning it around and everything, or is that
Nah.
a uniquely American thing?
We have a minimum wage.
That's what I figured. Truth.
People have better
Tell us
things
why
to
you
do.
let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives'
That's a
dresses.
shitty reason to let somebody go.
Wives weren't happy and
Yes, it
neither
is.
was I.
Wow. Do you think it's...
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I would love
I'd like
to.
that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer.
Man,
wanna
so
do
being
that.
fired
I
for
wanna
being
see
too
her
pretty.
cry.
That's
Gentleman
very
from the LAPD.
previous era-y.
Detective Phelps,
Yeah.
Detective Bell.
Um.
I understand that
I
you
hope.
worked with Julia Randall,
Actually, maybe it's not.
Swanson?
Yeah.
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is
She's
she?
a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Maybe
Um.
Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't.
Roy?
She's full of life.
I'm sorry,
Wonderful
Cole?
company.
He's trying to
Maybe
trick her.
Lovely
He's
engagement.
Not
being
the
deceptive.
time?
Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer
What?
look?
He
That's what
suspects that
academic-
the ring is related to the other ring.
It does look like it, doesn't it? White instead of black with the same design.
Yeah.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Henry or Henderson?
That's an interesting connection, isn't it?
I assume that it's not actually the same person. That'd be weird.
It might be.
How did you
Who says
meet
it's
Julia?
not?
I was introduced through my fiance.
Henry
on
Arnold,
Oh.
there we
the
are.
internet.
Okay. Unless Mr. Henderson's name is not Mr. Henderson.
That would actually be a pretty good. So,
Yeah, my name is Henderson.
yep, that's me.
Henry Arnett.
Henry Derson.
Tell us. You want to truth her and get her to tell us more about
Tell us
Arnett?
about it.
Yeah,
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business.
he does.
He and Julia have been friends for years.
Ah. Have they? I'm going back and forth, but I actually think I think he
Are
probably
Miss
is
Randall
Henderson.
and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Ooh.
That's a truth. Her eyes aren't moving.
She's blinking rapidly though. Did you see that?
Yeah, but that's
think
like
she's-
just like she's also not really blinking until she blinks twice. Like that's just how she blinks. And
I don't
that's a
know.
99.8%. So I don't think it's a lie, and I don't think it's a doubt.
I'm not. Okay, if you.
I'm
are
going to keep
sure-
coming back to that number until it proves me wrong, because it hasn't done it yet.
She was wearing a
It was truth, by the
sapphire
way.
engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
And I didn't prove you wrong
Never
today
mentioned a man
either.
named Henderson to me.
That's all for now.
So that's not his real name then.
Could you ask your fiance to visit Hollywood Police Station? It
Um.
would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now,
Oh.
wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on
Okay.
that message.
I was gonna
until you
say,
tell me
like,
why
you
you're
can't just
asking
tell the
this
lady to tell her
question.
Yeah.
fiance to go to the cops without.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What?
Do you think like he must have known she'd ask, or was he just not going to tell her?
I think he wasn't
She's
going
so
to tell
full of
her.
life.
I think she was gonna. I think he was gonna have her fiance tell her.
What a dick move!
It really is. But he's just a dick in general. Also,
He's
I
a
think
dick,
this is us
sir.
getting the autopsy report here.
Yes, I'm interested
Cole
in that.
Phelps, badge 1247.
It's 1247. Car 11K.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
She was actually killed by several
Yes,
gunshots.
Detective. The coroner's been asking
Homicide's really been slacking off. They're still going to make you investigate this one. But
Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
we're on the phone.
We'll be right over.
Just tell me.
Oh man. Hell.
This is literally what they invented phones for.
Do you think they're maybe incredibly expensive, the phone calls?
I mean, maybe, but like... Oh, I guess we got to go there anyway, because the fiance was also told to go to the Hollywood police station. So
Yeah,
it's actually
makes
not as
sense.
egregious
But
as I
like,
thought.
it is a bit dumb. But maybe
Nice
they have like a
move, not
departmental
throwing
policy,
sweet
people
lips
phone
in
calls
there.
to 5
Little
seconds.
friend taking a big jump till we were
Yeah, Roy's right. That was a shithead idea, I think. to
Very
do.
slick.
Figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Oh.
This is part 2 of the reasons where I didn't really like Vice very much the first time through, because I was like, but I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to play that person.
Look,
Having,
this
you
is
know,
the
not
thing
realized the
now.
rest of the game up to this point, but...
Yeah. There are good people in the game. You just don't play them.
Look, we all make stupid decisions when we're 21. 22? 21.
After all, we ran into Bukowski and Galloway earlier. Well, yeah, I would say those are people with some fiats.
Bukowski's okay. I don't know about Galloway.
Waiting for you in the examination room next door.
What examination room? Where do I go? Is it downstairs?
The morgue was in the courtyard, was it? Or
This is a holding cells. Hey! Hey, who are you?
Hey.
Did I arrest you? No, I can't talk to you.
it's
Did I
just
arrest
some
you?
guy, I guess.
Yep.
It's cool that the world is like modeled in this level of detail with like, yeah, here are the cells with some like prisoners in them. You can go into this place if you want to. There's no reason to, but you can totally go and participate in the lineup.
Just gonna wander through the lineup. Glad that there was nobody actually there. Like, that would have been super awkward.
It would have. The usual suspects are just all waiting and Cole wanders in. I'm pretty sure
services
that
downstairs.
you actually want to go out to the courtyard, and the hospital thing was actually through there.
What, like out here?
Yeah, like across the courtyard,
yeah.
I think. Morgue is. Yep, cutscene trigger.
Thank you, cutscene trigger.
Didn't even crash into it this time.
Sprinted into it.
Receiving hospital. Was Carruthers doing some sort of like dance move in there?
I wasn't paying attention. He may have been.
Cole, Roy,
All
I
right.
have some information for you.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, that's
You're the only
a
person
horrific
enjoying
looking
this,
body on
Mal.
the
Get on with it.
other bed.
Bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers.
That's
Death was caused by
That seems
heart failure
unnecessary.
due to an overdose of morphine.
it's
This is why he
Just
wanted to
down
call you
here,
over to tell you in
we already
person.
heard
Because,
you.
yeah, as Roy
We
says.
agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
What?
All right, Mal, what
this is
gives?
the
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc.
Okay.
Career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what?
that
I
looks
found
like
2 Syrettes in his jacket pocket.
if you were to say that
Hang
somebody
on a
put
minute,
his
Roy.
head in a stove, I would
Listen,
believe that.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
There's
Which
skin
could
underneath the
be from getting his
fingernails.
head wrong.
Skin underneath
Time of
the
death.
fingernails on the.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
It's really funny
Models.
the coroner has
So
actually
you're
found the
saying
murderer
Laughing
for
Boy
you.
Here could be one of our killers.
No wonder he's smart.
That's a hell of a long shot.
Hell, I would
Thanks,
be.
pal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
What you got?
Quite good at his job, isn't he?
Oh, Jesus.
Boy.
Not, yeah, that totally. He did totally get his fucking head caved in. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was beaten to death. And she was also drug overdosed and strangled. Those are true things. Alright.
Sorry, I don't play.
Owner comment?
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
Huh.
Don't play, so it's
It's
some
a
gambling
harmonica.
related thing.
No, it's a harmonica.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh yeah, it is. Of course, he said harmonica. Oh,
They have a guy
you're in
called Henry
demand.
Arnett in interview 2 for you next door.
That's the guy.
Let me know how you get on. Sure, Mal.
So,
I mean, it's
is
not the
this-
guy that. Well, it may
Sure,
not be
Mel,
the guy that
thanks
killed
for
her,
the
but
lead.
like,
No. Well, maybe. Who knows?
I think he's the only person of interest who isn't in San Francisco at this point. So.
So it sounds like someone ordered a hit or something. Like
But why?
this Jimmy guy.
I imagine we're
Yeah.
about to find out why. Interview room 2? Nope, that's patrol briefing.
It seems like this is actually, in my mind, it really is a homicide case. Like I think they kind of misclassified it here. The morphine, yes, it's like a big deal that it's still around, but It's just kind of a murder weapon, I think.
Yeah, and also, I think they were reluctant to put any actual DLC cases in Homicide because they're all supposed to be linked to the Black Dahlia. But this really should have just been a Homicide case.
This is Detective Earl.
Well, I mean, it fits into the story and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's like what I mean is like in setting. If I was the chief of police or whatever, I would assign this one to Homicide.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the authors of the game were wrong to put it in Vice.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely.
That is,
Julia occasionally.
Your fiance said otherwise, but...
Did she give us a statement that we can throw at him?
No, conveniently she did not.
Pearl ring, the black sapphire ring, gold ring for... What was the... How similar are the two rings?
4-grain white pearl, gold ring, 2-carat black sapphire gemstone.
Oh, they're not. There's no particular connection between them apart from the fact that they're rings.
And they're gold, but really most rings are, I think.
Yeah.
What do we got for intuition? A high number. So it's either truth or doubt. His eyes aren't moving.
It doesn't. This one's a really tough one because, like, this is not a truth or doubt question. This is a coax or force question.
Yeah.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
We need more on this
His
guy.
eyes are shifting.
Yes.
That's a very low number.
Holy shit. This must be a difficult question.
I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Oh, god damn it.
That's... What the fuck? I mean, you know what to do here, but why...
Do
why
I,
did
though?
it go...
Is that why the
Yes.
number is so low?
Yes, pick that. Like, that's obviously the right thing to do, but it's also stupid, right? Because, like...
Yeah.
This is one of those cases where Cole just made a random... It's not even that Cole made a random accusation. Cole's
The guy made a
accusation
random guess.
Yes. Yeah, the guy just happened to choose to lie to you about something he totally didn't even need to talk about.
And also, for all he knows, maybe the guy is from... Okay, so that's why I think that the number is actually very low, because people outsmarted themselves on this question, or people didn't think it through enough, depending on whether this is the right answer or not. Pretty much.
It is the right answer. People outsmarted themselves is the right answer. I'm 45% convinced.
Yeah.
145%.
That's all?
I'm
Heather's
completely
distraught.
certain.
I probably need to get home.
That was correct. So...
Yeah, that was a really shoehorned question, though.
Why...
Okay, you got me.
Why did you lie about it? Oh, see? What the hell?
That doesn't even follow.
Thought you could get something from this guy.
That's a stupid
She's
question.
wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe
really
he and Julia were
He's
getting
super eager to get the questioning onto that line. Okay, so relationship with
How well
victim.
did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally...
I think we might need to actually coax this one. Because
I
that's
don't-
not actually the truth. But
I think it's doubt, but I think it's doubt, but that's mainly because I think that this guy...
is a sleazy sack of shit?
Yes, yeah, I just want to yell at him, basically. Something's wrong with him.
His eyes are very clear. He's not looking away from me.
He did during the answer. When he was actually talking, he was, like, shifting around.
Maybe I should just use an intuition point.
You can. You got some?
I do. I do have an intuition point.
You got 2 intuition points, actually.
I do, which is why I don't want to use one, because then I'll be on my last one, and then I'll never use
You'd
it.
only have 1 if you used one, because that's
How
basic
math works.
arithmetic is against you on this. I admit I'm not totally convinced it's down, but that is
I'm
what
going
I
to
would...
remove an answer, and it's going to remove lie, and I'm going to be really mad.
Okay.
Oh! That's
Oh.
actually super useful.
Okay,
Asking whether you banged
nice.
Chuck on the shoulder fraternity kind of way.
Thanks, Roy.
It wouldn't be polite. Answer the question. This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
That was a really good pause.
All right.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer?
I wonder if the only reason you're getting to this third question is you got the first two right. I don't know exactly how the interviews work.
He sure is looking around wildly.
Yeah. Murder.
We don't actually have anything about Jimmy LeBlanc in here, other than the
No.
two suspects.
So let's try and force it out of him.
I'm gonna hit lie first just to find out.
I think you're lying. I think Randall was a high
What?
What?
And this Henderson character didn't want to come out that he had been seeing her.
Looks like I made a mistake.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think you know who Henderson is, and you're trying to conceal his identity.
Just going off on
Been
this
out in the sunshine
wild
with Captain
theory
Hack.
tangent.
Prove that I know who Henderson is.
Okay, so the thing that gets me there is like...
Yeah, no, it's not a lie. It's a
yeah,
doubt.
no. But like...
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing
Why
my job.
was the first question like a very straightforward, like, looking directly at me, whatever?
It wasn't. Like I said, when he answered the question while he was talking to you, he looked around shiftily. And then he tried to... Yeah,
Sell it.
it's not consistent.
Yeah. I would like some more consistency. Given how hard this shit is anyway, like, just, come on, throw me a bone here. Doubt.
It seems to me, like, in terms of acting, it seems like the guy has been getting less and less calm throughout the interview. Like, he's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
closer.
like I was supposed to hit that one first, and then the second one where he looked around wildly.
Never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Ugh, whatever.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I want to make comments about it.
Ah, yes, here's my business card, Murder at Law. Here we are. Morphine specialty.
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
The Corps?
Marines? Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines.
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies.
Good,
We had a
good.
lot of
Yeah,
Oh,
you tried real hard.
I see where this is going.
A couple of other places.
He wasn't in the 6th Marines, was he?
No, I think Cole was. Wasn't he? I forget what actual...
Yes, he was. Cole was a lieutenant in the 6th Marines.
That son of a bitch was
Specifically
never in the
the first
Marines.
one.
Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Picasso?
Yeah, I think I agree with Phelps there. Arnett he was lying constantly and he didn't
Can you
kill her
also have
personally.
our guy run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have him get in touch via
He's actually never been arrested before in his life.
LeBlanc?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, you can't arrest him now, I guess, because his head has been beaten to a bloody pulp. But
yeah.
He's in that car at the lights.
Well spotted. Also, hey, just gonna sit here awkwardly and not move. It's fine. Don't look behind you.
Okay. Tilling time.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
I was gonna say, like, probably he doesn't actually. Hey. Bad other drivers. Look, I'm trying to stay behind
That would
the
be
car.
a bad time to forget how to drive.
Shut up, Roy.
I disagree.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
He was a good liar. I had to use an intuition. That's not nothing, Cole. I've only got so many of those. Also, he hit that car. I really hope that doesn't get billed to me at the end of case.
Surely it won't. Just the fact that some property damage occurred near you doesn't actually make it your fault.
There are
I think-
video games that would be coded that way. I don't know if this is one of them.
I also don't know. I think you're a little too close.
It's not blinking on the minimap, but
Oh.
like I really can't judge. I'm
Doesn't it
terrible
blink
at
when you're
judging
too far away, not too close?
Where are you taking us, Henry?
No, it only does blink if you get too close, or if you like if I were to slam into another car, it would start blinking because it'd be like, hey, you're not driving good. You're driving bad, actually.
Wouldn't it be interesting if he ends up at Stoneman's office?
Just in time
I don't know
to
if
see
that was
somebody
a
falling out from the
flash
window.
of memory or just like a guess on my part.
I'm actually really curious what would happen if we. Also, this is the worst vehicle for tailing. I just realized it's a convertible.
It's
come on.
incredibly conspicuous.
But I was gonna say something about the doc. Oh, yeah. I wonder what would have happened if we had gone the opposite way. Like if we had gone to the fashion place before the.
Yeah, this has all been pretty inconclusive, hasn't it? This stuff you've been like getting everything right, but not really getting any information out of people. But you have been getting plenty of info from the legwork that the coroner's been doing, and I'm guessing that Galloway and Bukowski will find some stuff too.
It would be
Like,
really
it's gonna be a
interesting if
case
they're
where
the
the-
ones that actually end up coming in and solving the case. Like,
That would
of
rule,
course,
actually.
because it's not a Vice case.
Yeah, like going and yelling at people about drugs is not how you solve this one, I guess.
Well, plus, like, there's been literally one single drug syringe that we've found.
Ah, okay, it looks like I was not having a flash of memory, because that's not Sturman's office at all. What is... what
Money
in...
and fast.
A chair. This woman looks at a chair. Why does she look at the chair?
She's waiting for him. Or...
Get in there and find out what he pawned.
the ring.
With him. See how you
Or
tend
a
to
ring.
spend the money. Move in.
I don't understand what she was
Hoof
doing.
it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Do you think this will turn into a chase scene? It usually does when your partner gets the car.
Yeah, probably. I don't know where I can hide.
Look at windows.
Oh, yeah.
Sit on benches.
But, like, I don't know if I even need to. Right?
Might not need
Like,
you right now. Yeah, flashing means he's getting too far away, I think. Not that he's... I could be wrong, actually. But maybe I'm not. I think he's getting too far away. Oop. Cover. Is that a post box that he's going to? Oh no, he's crossing the road.
Yep.
Hey, it looks like you're in the right place then. Because you can just like take the corner route to catch up.
I'm just really worried that he's gonna, like, turn around and see me on the opposite corner and be like, that's a cop! Doing cop stuff!
It's not out of the question.
Just gonna sprint across the street here, and everything's gonna be
These
okay.
are some cool looking shops, aren't they? Storefronts and stuff. Hey, someone else with a convertible.
Yeah.
I guess they're not unknown as a type
Where'd
of car.
he go?
Cocktails, tobacco, bargains,
Oh, wait.
drugs.
Nope, sorry, I thought that was him getting his shoe signed, but it isn't.
Yeah, no, he's the guy in the grey suit, right? I mean, the one who's not you.
I may have lost him?
Whoop. Is he hereish?
Oops.
You go around.
Gotta get closer.
Yeah, I've got no idea where he went. Oh, there he is. Okay. And
Phew.
he's going to Hawaii, I guess.
Huh, is he gonna skip town? Yeah, I'm totally unsuspicious and not connected to this case at all. By the way, I'm leaving the country.
That's right, Mexico City.
Well, leaving the continent.
Oh, he is leaving the country.
Oh, shit!
That
He's
would
leaving the
be
country.
1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
Hey, it's me, the cops. Just wanted to say hi. Wanted to know when where are you going to,
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket.
Yes, sir. To Mexico City tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What
That
have
is
you
pretty
got?
funny.
He bought a ticket
All
for
right.
Mexico City tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
What did you do?
God.
Huh?
It's February
What?
day.
Should have seen the
This is
look
what he
on the
pawned.
broker's face when I told him to hand it over.
Oh god.
The guy who owned the
So it's
joint
an incredibly
thought it was worth at
valuable.
least 10 large.
10
For a
grand?
cigarette case.
Jesus.
Arnett only got 600 clams.
But that's still enough to take
Is
a
that-
ticket.
Dearest Beverly, always Jay.
With love and affection, does Shay.
Is that Jay?
Julia?
Maybe.
Was Julia? Was the friend's name Beverly?
I don't think it
Arnett.
was. Hang on. Just gonna open up clues. Oh hey, I got a Chivo for not being spotted. No, we don't know any
Nice.
Beverlys.
Heather Swanson. Yeah. Who
Unless
is
it's
Beverly?
Beverly Henderson.
That would be a twist, wouldn't it?
It would be. Also, there's a phone that I've got to call here instead of...
You could just get in the car.
I could, but what if I call?
Yeah. Calling is fine.
Uh,
So we don't know where Arnett got the case from, but he pawned a valuable thing to try and get out of town ASAP.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
APB.
Phelps, 1247.
Isn't it 1247?
How can I help, Detective?
No, it's
Messages
1247.
for me, please.
Yes,
My
Detectives
bad.
Bukowski and Galloway request
I know for a
return
while
to
I thought it was
station.
1147, but
They have information in the Julia Randall case.
great.
Any luck with
Yay.
the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's
Fred Wallace. I
last
bet that's the
arresting
guy that
officer
we
was
patrolled with.
Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood
I don't think it
Night
is.
Sunset
I think he was a J
Boulevard,
something.
Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and it was a different part of town too. So I reckon it's going to be like what we were talking about earlier. Galloway and Bukowski will have found some murdery evidence.
Here's hoping, because we're still actually, like, we've got nothing, pretty much. Like, the guy's
Yeah,
acting
which
super
kind-
suspicious, but also I'm going to hit the officer first. I'm not literally going to hit him.
Yeah, which kind of following around all these kind of irritating, vicey people. Like everyone.
They're all up to something. But
everyone Earl and Phelps deal with is like clearly corrupt, but like not killers.
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Is he Henderson also? Like, is that the whole thing?
It could be. Yeah. I mean.
No, wait, because he gave us some stuff about Henderson being like, oh, you're right, he wasn't actually from New York. I've heard of him before. I'm so sorry.
I mean, but he may have been lying, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I always forget that people can do that.
In this game, they do it a lot. It's like an extreme amount of just not telling the truth. It's actually kind of absurd.
She called me an
Imagine
asshole.
people
She wasn't wrong.
routinely lying all day long, as if that was a realistic human endeavor to say things which weren't true at all.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on, just tell the truth.
Spinning a web of deceit. It's
Hey, cop.
shameful dishonesty.
Let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Well, I mean, he's got it under control, so I should probably hit the other guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna end up shooting these dudes.
Choose who to run with, I guess. There was a nice bit of like identification. Like you get to choose who you are more like at that moment: the patrol guy who's not even a detective, or Roy Bell. Oh shit!
I shot that dude dead. He died. I killed him.
Wow, they were totally luring Fred Wallace into a trap, weren't they?
Hey.
He might have died.
Hey. I shot that man in the ass.
I didn't think he was going to come out while you were just kind of pointing a gun at where he would come out at.
It wasn't very bright.
And then
so...
you did.
I shot that dude in the head. How is he not dead?
Wow, I saw it. Like blood came out of the side of his temple.
I shot him in the head a second time, and he only barely died.
Very resilient hairstyle.
Apparently. What did he put? What did he put in his head? That dude I shot in the dick, though. Not in the head.
Yeah. Oh,
I was
they're all
expecting him
dead.
to be crouching. Sorry.
Also, you were expecting him to be to the left instead of the right.
Yeah, that's
so
what
I'll cut
I'm
you.
showing him.
Armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for
Ralph, that's the guy you parted with earlier.
That makes sense. Okay.
We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Nope, never. Well, bye.
Nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music
Beef.
shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years.
Jewelry store.
I missed his partner.
Ooh.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
That's probably not the other guy.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
No, I think he was a big, strong man.
A wrestler or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Fury,
Thanks.
Henry Arnett, is a big, strong man who has given at least one woman a gold ring and has an inexplicable, valuable piece of jewelry also, and may have also given Julia her ring. Could he have been the guy who was, like, robbing a jewelry store?
But...
Is he Willie?
LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
Yeah, but, like...
A strong man held down Randall while someone...
That's not his name, right?
Well, he didn't say it was his name, but again, he may not have been telling the truth about that.
Yeah, I guess, but, like... I was thinking, like, Willie and Mr. Henderson are maybe the same person. But I guess
Arnett could be both of them.
maybe.
Not out of the question. I wonder, yeah, I wonder how many.
But I was going to
those
say,
people
like,
are things.
he didn't look that particularly big or strong. Like, when they say big strong man, I'm thinking, like, Bluto from Popeye looking dude.
He looked like way bigger and tougher than most. No, not tougher necessarily so much as muscles. Compared to most of the models in the game, I thought.
You know, at this point, I couldn't actually tell you. Everybody kind of looks the same to me.
He was definitely a big guy. I mean, this is all like just guesswork. But
Shit. Okay,
Yeah, I
that
reckon-
one was my fault. My fault. Sorry, person whose bumper I just totally wrecked. Also, I damn near just like ran into that sidewalk full of people.
yeah,
Thank you, cutscene
better
trigger.
to smash up someone else's car than actually kill
The
people.
dope on the block. He worked burglaries with a big
The
guy
dope,
who
as
was
it were.
Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And
Yeah, I
when-
wondered about this. He's just been telling
There's no
people to
sign
do
of him.
things.
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
Yeah, that's why I want to go beat it out of him.
Good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
They really ought to trade partners.
Sir, I
Like,
need the contraband.
Cole
Yeah.
Phelps and
I
Bukowski
know
back
of the
together,
last
and then Roy Earl and
Hang on, I'll dig out a
Finbar
copy.
deserve one another.
You know what? I wouldn't do that to Galloway.
I would.
Here you go.
No, he's not that bad. He's not. He's not giving Royal as a fucking partner bad.
Case on there?
There's only one person in the game who deserves that.
Who's that?
Cole Phelps.
That just doesn't seem likely at all. What the?
Well, was Fabergé Gold cigarette case.
Oh.
Arnett must be out of
Beverly
his mind.
Estrom.
This while under a murder.
Black
trial.
sapphire ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Beverly Estrom. Does she got anything else here? She.
So Arnett is a jewelry thief. I don't know whether he's the jewelry thief of Willie fame, but it's definitely a thing he does. Anthea Crawford, Abigail Johnson,
Pearl ring.
Lester Young.
Even the engagement
Pearl ring.
was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Purloined and cat in the same phrase.
Okay, what else we got in here? I'm just gonna hit yes on every piece of jewelry, but I don't think we've got anything.
It's not a necessary thing to do.
No, yeah.
Hard
but
bound
I don't want to let this one go until. Okay. Do any of these other names look like
Gornowitz, Woodside, Young, Murphy,
Charlie Murphy? Hey, that's a good name.
Gadsby, J. James, Zigarelli is a good name. Nah, I don't think the others are relevant.
Yeah. Also, some of these are like super old, right? Or no, it's from top down. So it's September of 1947 at this point. We've got stolen
Yeah.
stuff dating back to September 12th, 1947. But
No,
we've got
hang
stuff-
on, it dates back to April.
Yeah, it dates back to April. Sorry, is what
So
I
that
meant.
could have been. Is that long enough that it could that Arnett could be Willie?
No, the guy
I think
got
so.
the guy got 4 years.
Oh yeah, no, hang on, you're right. That is yes, a different time period, months versus years. Well, the guy was sent. Yeah,
pillbox.
yeah.
The pillbox.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Wow. Okay.
I knew there was a reason it wasn't just kicking me back to the main menu or kicking me back to the whatever. Yeah.
Okay, that is like completely the case.
Okay.
So Arnett is a serial jewel thief, basically.
Serial thief is what I got out of that. And now the Eastern residence is the only place we've got. She was burgled. Boy,
So currently,
really wish that we had had a burglary desk instead of.
Really?
I don't know about
think
instead of
the
anything, but
So you and Rusty have
The,
been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
nope.
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes.
That's, boy.
You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. the best I've ever seen.
Ah, yes, the famous Booneroo Music Festival.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
No, I'm good. Hi, you people are all terrible at driving. You're going down the wrong side of the road. You're driving the left side here in this New England where we live now.
Fairy tales of the rich and famous.
More like pathetic tales of the desperate to be rich and famous. Junkie Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Arnett, LeBlanc, and Willie.
These conversations are going all over the place.
Again before they fit, Phelps. Listen to your old pal Rusty, or should I say Finbar.
I wouldn't call him that if I were you.
What do you care? It doesn't sound like you're the top of his Christmas card list.
He gives everyone a hard time. That's just how he is.
Whatever gets you through the day, Cole. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
No, I'm really not. I almost ran that man over.
I was enjoying the conversation, although I was mostly enjoying it by seething. For some reason, when Roy talks shit about the other cops, that's when... I mean, the good ones, as opposed to the terrible cops, who actually... There's a bunch of those. That's what makes me go, oh, that guy. I think it's because they were, like, major characters, and we, like, spent time with them and got to know them and stuff. Like, oh, yeah, this is a cool person. And he's like, no, I'm
good. Person is maybe a little strong, but...
Yeah, I mean, good character, though. Not necessarily good person. It's, there's the same instinct that Phelps is showing there to defend people against. Roy's got this need to be better than everyone else.
But he doesn't actually want to put the effort in or anything. He just wants to...
No.
That was some fancy fucking footwork right there.
You did not crash into anything at all. It was actually pretty well done. The thing is, he knows how to not put the effort in. He's done the legwork to not have to do any legwork. So, fair enough.
I mean, it's not actually fair enough because, you know, he's still supposed to be doing these investigations and isn't.
He's helping out, you know. He's certainly along for the ride. He found the jewel case thing.
He did. Although I'm going to assume that he just said, like, LAPD business, give me the fucking case, and is going to pawn it later.
Oh, he's absolutely going to sell it for some fraction of the $10,000 it's worth, yeah. It will not make it into evidence.
Oh, it just got lost. It fell under a car tire.
It is a nice house. It's an expensive looking house. Oh, that animation wasn't as good, was it?
No.
Just hammering on the window there.
Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
Absolutely not.
It's definitely been a more glamorous case than many.
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
Hello?
You appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to
Oh,
drink?
this is her case, isn't it?
We have some
The cigarette case, the Fabergé cigarette
Definitely,
case, it's actually
yeah.
hers.
Would I mind, young man?
Oh, okay, I guess Roy doesn't get to keep it then.
43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that hostile, thanks, straight up.
Can you get the detective a drink, please?
Well,
And then you admit that you got like two of them instead.
it's literally
Only
just
three.
the one, isn't it?
Can you
I think one of the rings was hers as well.
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective.
That's not what I asked.
A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case.
Her
that
eyes
was
go all
worth
weird when she's talking about the cigarette case.
$25,000.
No, that's not accurate. What do we got for intuition? It's a high number, but it's not very high. I think this might be a lie.
It could be, yeah. It wasn't worth that much, was it? It was worth like 10,000, not 25,000.
Yeah, but now let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, in fact, the cigarette case, you can literally use lie on this one because it's kind of a shitty, pointless thing to lie about, but
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
I think I'm a
accent is
cop.
pretty amazing as well. Also, he does this to everyone, ma'am.
We recovered
It's,
the cigarette case from a pawnbroker.
It's not just you.
No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied?
Well, no, but...
Yes, I am.
Oh!
My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Do you want to, okay, I guess we're not gonna talk about that.
We probably will get to, after this next question, if we get this one right, is my guess. I think it adds up like that.
At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Wait, why not go into that? Why not?
That's a good question.
Let's truth it.
That's a high number, so it's probably truth or doubt.
And it's truth.
Yeah, but
It's like, hey, could you tell me more, even though you don't want to? I could be wrong, but I'm not.
you weren't. That was correct.
No.
Harold Stoneman, huh?
Social function held by
Funny.
Dr.
Hello.
Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
So is Stoneman?
That's about it for now, Mrs. Ethan.
Uh,
The department will get in touch.
What?
Let you know
I
how
want to
you
ask
can
about the
recover
daughter's
the valuables.
boyfriend. What
You
the hell?
only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why we get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
hey,
Hello, Detective.
it's you.
What is going on?
I guess now
Oh,
we can find
the
out
daughter's
about-
boyfriend. Okay.
Met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives
I
recovered
see.
some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire
Some-
ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
Stolen from someone
That's an
else.
outrageous
That's really funny.
allegation.
So Arnett
Yes,
steals
it
from
is.
someone else to give an
I
engagement
suggest we
ring
go
to the
straight
daughter
to
of the woman
Marionette's
he's
place
stealing
and sort
more
this
stuff
out.
from.
So Dr. Stoneman is apparently like not. Are we not gonna bother?
Well, it's an interesting question, isn't it? Because, like, Stoneman, if he moves around in society, could obviously do things like hold parties and then tell Arnett, hey, they're going to be out of the house tonight.
Yeah.
So they could be in on it together.
And that's
You're
what
both
I was.
agreeing.
That's where I thought that was going, but
Maybe it
Apparently
may
not.
still be going. We'll see. I mean, Arnett will tell us.
Arnett is obviously.
I mean that door or that window was still open
That's
when we
my
left.
fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
Squirrels.
And Randall
There's
was
been a great
obviously
case
a
for
partner.
words.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
I'm sure.
What a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
So do you think Arnett is Willie at this point? I do.
I need to see the guy again because, like I said, I'm still thinking about like Bluto or some other large professional wrestler type. When they say large man, and I'm just like, I didn't see anybody.
I don't think it was a professional strongman size. I think it was just big. So that basically raises the question then: did Arnett and LeBlanc kill her?
Why
I mean,
would
LeBlanc
they do that?
was one of the killers. Was Arnett the other one? Presumably.
I think that's where they're going with this, but I just don't see
Why?
the reason why. Unless
Yeah,
she was
I
just
think-
gonna like say, "Hey, you've been stealing these things, and unless you do X, Y, or Z, I will tell people about it."
Well, hang on. Julia had
Oh,
a lot
hey.
more money than she should have had, right?
Also,
Hollywoodland, nice.
yeah, just wanted to point that out real quick because somebody asked in a previous video if they had the Hollywood sign. Yeah, they do.
It was me. I asked that.
Oh,
That's cool. So
More money
Julia.
than she should have had. Yes.
Yes. What if she was in on it? She may have known about it. She may have been helping, like introducing people and stuff, society stuff. Hence, getting part of the proceeds. So maybe she was threatening to squeal, as it were. I don't know.
Like I can't do this anymore. I don't have a job anymore because.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she just lost her job. She was depressed on a cocktail of drugs. She was a risk to the burglars.
And if the doctor's in on it too, like him giving her a bunch of wacky random drugs would have been like.
They might have been hoping she would overdose and kill herself, and then when she didn't naturally,
They just made it
they went
happen.
in with, by hand.
That
Oh
seems
man, I
like
think we've got it.
likely version of the
I
events.
think we've cracked the case.
I'm just really
That-
hoping that there's not another interrogation at the end of this rainbow here because
There's been a lot of them.
there have been
It's
a
not a
lot of them,
homicide case,
and I've done
it's a
so
burglary
well.
case.
I've done so well so far. I haven't gotten anything wrong. Please don't make me get anything wrong.
If you do, it'll be the old lady's fault. Because you totally could have got more info about her, but she was like, no, I only want to know about my stolen properties.
Well, also, we only really found out about her daughter's boyfriend in the roundabout way by her daughter coming home.
Yeah,
Also,
it
the
was-
man's leaving for Mexico tomorrow, so, like, you want to maybe mention that to her? Like, now that she's in the car with us, we know that he's leaving for Mexico. That seems like something we should probably talk about.
I don't think they did mention it, did they? Yeah, she might not know about that. Maybe
no,
they're
she
leaving
probably
it.
doesn't. And why haven't they mentioned it? It's because they're bad people.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing on her feelings to try and get her to like blurt out stuff and get her to get to him, basically.
I don't think she knows anything,
Come on,
really.
sister. Let's find out who your fiance really
Oh, hey.
Yeah, but the reason
I got a Chivo for not damaging my vehicle. Thank you.
Nice. But the reason they brought her here at all, though, is clearly to like get to Arnett and try and trick him and stuff.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett, apartment 30. You can take the lift.
I would love to. Also, we don't call him that here, but whatever.
Yeah, how many names has he got? Do you reckon he's Henderson and Willie, isn't he? I was right the first time. I've gone back to that, I've decided.
Isn't this just...
No, I meant we don't call them lifts, we call them elevators.
Oh, okay. But no, Arnett probably also has lots of aliases. Lift and elevator are both understandable.
There was breaking glass. That's a dead man. That's a different...
Stop! LAPD!
What?
Cole, this guy's our case. Go on, put your hands in the air.
Well...
Did that Arnett hit the ground? I thought it was.
I accidentally hit right instead of down, and it started making me...
Pipe. Nice pipe intuition. Look at him doing the high walk thing. Oh, this is good.
How come I can't just, like, jump?
Low.
I feel like I should be able to jump from here.
You should be.
Oh, he's got a thing. Whack. Almost like somebody got brained in with a 2x4 earlier today.
Oh man, who is that guy? Ooh.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop.
So Arnett's not dead, it looks like?
Back here.
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
So wait, is that guy gone? The guy that knocked me out?
He's coming around too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers. You missing?
Looks like they both got attacked once. This guy's got a real MO, doesn't he? Just whacking people on the head.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it seems to have worked so far, so I can't really...
Yeah, honestly, it's working out for him. If he can just keep doing that every time the police come after him.
Sarge, we got close to him again, but then he whacked 5 dudes in the head with a 2x4, so we're lost again. Alright, we know he's on a plane out from Mexico City tomorrow. Sir, there's a man trying to get on the plane with a 2x4. It's probably him.
The plane's actually reached the runway and is slowly starting to take off, but there's a guy standing at the end with an enormous plank in his hands.
He's worried that the plane's not about to take off, so he starts whacking the back of the plane with a 2x4 to make it happen.
Flashlight.
It seems irrelevant, though. Watermelon?
Melons.
Ugh.
Looks delicious.
Looks disgusting.
Well, no, it looks poorly textured. Wait, you don't like watermelon?
I hate it. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. I assume this is like popcorn, where everybody else enjoys watermelon very much.
No. Look, I can imagine someone disliking popcorn. I can't imagine someone. You have to be joking here. Like this is a.
It tastes disgusting. There's seeds in it everywhere. It's awful. It ruins perfectly good things when they mix watermelon with it too. Like the only juice that I can buy that has cherry in it right now at the grocery store is watermelon cherry, and it's gross. I just want cherry.
Okay. I've come to accept this. I won't think about it much further. Okay, wow, what a thing. Anyway, a fan. That's pretty nice.
It is, but apparently it's not.
It's relevant. No. This is the problem with going over people's apartments when they actually have stuff. They're just.
There's nothing there.
Objects everywhere, and as a detective, you're like, well, I need to look at every object in case this object is a clue.
Well, it told me to look at his apartment, right? And so I've done so.
Yeah.
But there's
I'm sure
nothing
there's something
here.
There's something here. We just don't know what it is.
Well, no, like I've been over pretty much everywhere in his apartment, and there has been nothing. I guess this.
What was that thing on the? Oh.
I can't go out here.
Was there something on the bureau to the right of the door when you come back in? So turn right. Not left, right. There's something there to the right. Right. That was left now, but...
Nope.
So I'm sorry, my stream may be delayed or something.
Possibly. This is possibly what it was just telling us to do. No, yeah, we knew about this.
You told Heather
We
you're
did.
honeymooning without her?
Stolen watch.
That would be nice. Get more of the property back.
Vacheron Constantine.
Oh, it actually is a stolen watch.
Expensive watch, Henry.
This guy's good, actually.
It's kind of remarkable that he's managed to make it this long with all this expensive stolen shit just like on his person and in his apartment. I thought you wanted to move that stuff as soon as possible, right? Also, that's a fucking sword. That's just a sword.
Yeah, he's not so good at the fencing, but he's good at stealing, I guess.
Sorry,
so
you
the
were
thing
talking
I
about
was
this
saying,
right here?
Yes. No, not that. That's press X to talk. So, okay, ahead. Yes, there. That.
Yeah, I already hit this once, and it's just irrelevant.
I see. Okay, I'm sorry.
Guitar pick or something?
It's not much of it.
It's
Fair enough.
I have no idea what that
little
is.
bag or something. So is there anything beyond the suitcase? I'm not sure.
Toast and eggs, and it's
Bacon,
extremely
I think,
bad
is good.
clipping problem.
Oh dear, that egg is...
That egg is sick.
It's a multi-dimensional egg.
He didn't happen to throw anything into the plant on his way out.
I don't think he knew we were coming somehow. Like he's
Probably because he got knocked out by that 2x4, but who might have?
Oh yeah. You're right. We might not have found him here if the other guy hadn't. So that other guy then, I guess, could that be Willie? Could there have been 3 of them in the gang rather than 2?
That's where I would think, yeah. Because like.
But the other guy was not as big as Arnett, though.
But he did have that 2x4.
Yes.
And he did knock me out at least, and probably also he murdered the other man with the 2x4. Although I guess that begs the question, like, if he did, how come I'm not dead?
Yeah, and why did he kill that other guy?
So, do you think there's just like a bait 2x4 guy? Like he saw the cops were coming and was just like handed a 2x4 to his friend and was like, "Quick, knock me out." Also, when the cops get you, knock them out too. Just keep going.
That would be interesting. It would be a really good gambit if you could pull it off.
I mean, it seems to have worked so far. The guy's not here.
Yeah,
I've now satisfied my curiosity, and I'm just going to talk.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Yeah, horse shit.
Who's Randall? I've missed
the
someone
doctor,
here.
I think.
How can you prove that I'm
Oh, Stoneman.
detective?
I think so, right?
Look at him. He knows you can prove it. He knows.
What?
So,
what actual thing was going to prove it, though?
Cigarette case.
Oh boy, is that going to do it though?
Contraband lists.
I
reckon it's a cigarette case. But if I'm wrong, that would be stupid. But
yeah.
Looks like I made a mistake.
I'm backing out temporarily to check the notebook.
scores.
That's a low number. It's a lie.
Jesus Christ. It's definitely a lie. The question is, what is the evidence? They caught him pawning the cigarette case.
They did. But
That's
does the
what ties
game know that they
him
did
into
that?
They
Like,
what?
is the
Does he
game
know?
smart enough to recognize that, like, the Fabergé cigarette case is on this contraband list? We saw you pawn the cigarette case.
Yes, it is. It's not in like super brilliant, but it is that smart. Yes.
Because you
It
pawned
was,
a
at
Fabergé
least that.
cigarette case today for $600. A case that
This
is
is
on
why
a
I
list
didn't
of
want another
stolen items.
frickin'...
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society.
also, way to just throw your girlfriend under the bus, I guess? Like, she wasn't part of it at this point.
Julia was desperate for money.
Wait.
Interesting. Julia is the dead woman.
Yes.
Yes. Interesting.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell
So
me
that-
what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember.
What?
I don't keep a list.
I don't see how that follows. But I think
Yeah,
the Black
the-
Sapphire ring would come from there, right?
Maybe?
God damn it.
Who knows?
I'm going to do the
first
other
one.
question
Don't ask, you never
first.
find out.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
reckon
to... It's a lie.
the Henderson one.
It is a
Yeah.
lie. Look at that low number.
What?
65.6%.
I.
The
People
question
could
that
have
I
been.
just asked him is a lie. I don't know what the actual proof is yet.
Well, okay.
Julia Randall.
Who's Reed?
I wanted to stop,
What did I miss?
to get out of that life. She could marry Heather if she'd have it. Julia told the others that they were out. That she was going to create a new gang.
He's trying to pin it on Julia because she's dead.
Yeah. Just
Not
gonna
true.
check. That's a low number. This is also a lie.
I
Lying, Arnett.
maybe.
I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
That's a good question. Why would you need to run? But you have a train ticket to Mexico City.
Yeah. Ticket it is.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico
All right.
City tomorrow night?
See,
That it's
that's a
one-way
question
ticket?
that, like, if we didn't have the literal ticket, I would want to be like, well, why did he have a reason to run? Because I'm not actually answering
Yeah,
why he
that's-
had a reason. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why you have a reason to run, but you are
I
running.
told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under
Condolences
Yeah, I
on being
think
broke
that-
after calling in a hit, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's just admitted to murder. So, well, to commissioning a
What is his
murder.
involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you.
Oh, the first burglary.
There is no
The with the guy.
That guy.
Hang on, sorry. Let me just see what we have from that. The one that we chased down and shot. Right? Or was that a different thing? But we asked the guy.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. His murder
Who did
with the
we-
guy whose face was caved in by the 2x4. Or-
Jimmy, yes.
Yeah, that guy
The first burglary was when they got chased through some shops, yeah?
chased through a jewelry shop.
Yes.
Black sapphire ring, pearl ring.
Well, the contraband list tells you when things were stolen.
I really would like to actually look at the contraband list here, but this is a 12-month period. That's not going to actually show it.
You know, hang on. The
4 years
earliest.
ago.
No, it's not, is it? But I would probably pick doubt. Oh, well, so the question Cole's going to ask if we accuse him is, tell me about your first burglary, right? And he's like, I can't remember that. It just seems like a crazy question to ask and try and prove something on. Like, it's irrelevant. We know he's hired the killers and that he's a burglar and stuff. And just tell me about your first burglary doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't, but I think
I reckon it's
given
for that
the given the percentage on the question, I think it's a lie.
I don't care
And-
about percentages. Overthrow the tyranny of numbers.
Absolutely not. You will never get me to admit numbers are bad. Numbers are good. I support them. I want to watch the numbers go up.
I will
Also, I
never
don't think that it
accept
actually
single
matters.
static.
I don't think this question matters super much.
No,
Because we've
I
already got him
agree.
admitting to it. But I think it might
Since
get
it
us
doesn't
to.
matter. Since it doesn't matter, how about picking doubt?
Absolutely not. I'm going to pick lie. It's just a matter of picking
Okay.
which stupid thing is the first. So, here's where I'm at. Black sapphire ring, because we never found. That's not on the contraband list, wasn't it?
It was actually on
Okay.
there.
Then I'm gonna hit the watch. That's a really
That's
nice
going to be
watch.
something he stole recently because he hasn't finished it yet.
Or maybe he kept it. He kept the ring and everything, right? Or he gave
What's
them
the-
away to other people.
Yeah, or sold them in some cases. It's smoking jacket. What was your first?
This would be really handy if we had a story from the beat cop that we talked to that was just yeah, the guy threw a thing out the window, and we'd be able to say yeah, you broke a window. Remember that? But instead, we're
Yeah.
stuck with.
It's doubt. The numbers have lied to you.
It absolutely
I
is
cannot
not doubt.
give
I
any further
refuse to believe it.
evidence because the evidence
Tell
is
me
wrong.
about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember.
You know what?
I don't keep a list.
You know what? It also could be. What did he actually say in his answer?
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
No,
I'm
no,
now
no, not his
meaningfully
answer.
hovering over the contraband list.
Not his answer to the accusation. What was his original answer?
Okay.
Because
There is no
What is his
Henderson.
involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry.
Tell them what you know. He says there is no
I'll
Henderson.
stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
But he's looking around wildly, and now he can't even hold our eyes. That's obviously false.
Okay, it's not obviously false. I think it's non-obviously. There is no Henderson because Henderson is an alias for him or one of the others, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of true. Like, basically, I reckon truth or doubt are fine by me, and lie is not.
I'm going to use the second point of intuition.
Why are you going to do that?
Because that number's so low. It's so low. How could it be doubt? It doesn't make any sense.
This is the numbers. Maybe the numbers are right most of the time, but it doesn't mean always.
They have to be right always. That's how numbers work. They tell the truth.
No,
They can't lie.
Mathematics is like percentage based. There are like entire hours of the day when mathematics just doesn't work.
Yeah, but there's three kinds of truths, and one of them is statistics. I'm pretty sure that's how it's truths, damn truths, and statistics. That's how it works.
Truth, technically truth, doubt, and statistics, but that's because they renamed them while making the game.
God damn it. I don't know what to hit for lie, so I'm going to go with doubt, and I'm going to be very upset when it's supposed to be lie.
Good
it was
luck.
supposed to be a lie.
You're facing the gas chamber. Give the judge
I'm
some
very
reason to
upset.
commute.
You still don't get it, do you? Julia entrapped everyone.
If this ruins the whole fucking case, and he's just like, yep, we killed her because, God damn it.
You were under arrest
I think it was
for
truth.
burglary and for
No,
murder
there's
of
no way it
Julia
was truth.
Randall. Henderson
It was
is
a
stoned,
lie,
all
and
right?
the only thing I
I'm not
don't
the
know
guy
is
you
what
want.
to...
Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Wait, that wasn't the end of the case?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
it was, and we're just
Dr.
done here, I
Stoneman's
guess.
involvement is not resolved. The window, you think?
Yeah. I am like 95% sure I was supposed to pick that watch for lie. Either the watch or like one of the rings. And if I could
I reckon
actually
it's truth.
view the clue that had the complete contraband list, I would love to
Yeah,
know
you
what
can't.
actually was on that. Because it's going to be the one thing that's not on that. So I think it's the watch.
The watch was not on the list, no.
I think the
I
watch
guess
was...
he could have kept it as a memento of his first case or something, but that's kind of dumb, though.
He's a very dumb person.
Yeah.
Well, he's still arrested for murder, and he definitely admitted to that. I'm just wondering that if we're not going to get the guy that hit me in the head with a 2x4.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out.
This case has gone on
Maybe
too
we
long,
should ask
also.
him to give
Like,
you a quick
this is
once
better than
over.
Reefer Madness,
That
but
meathead
it's
gave you one hell of
very
a
long.
pasting.
It's a good case, but too long, I agree. Like, it's one or two scenes too long, maybe even two.
That should, like...
Box in the
We
Marines,
probably
though,
should have
did
just,
I?
like, arrested the guy back in the... Like, there would have been a chase scene, and instead of getting hit in the head by a 2x4, that would have just been it. Is I think, would have been a good ending to it.
Basically, if the extra guy, the fourth guy who runs, had not been in the case, and the end had been arresting Arnett there, that would have been better, I agree. If that's what you meant. Yeah,
Hey, that window's still open.
yes, the camera's not zooming in on it this time. You should park your car directly underneath it.
I think the other car was. Like, I think that's why it's there, because he's going to land on it dramatically in a cutscene.
Can you drive that car? Can you take that way? The blue one? Is this car stealable?
Yes.
Let's see what happens if you move it then. Oh, and you should totally, in case you were right, you should put Roy's car in its place.
Way
oh my
ahead
god. This is not going to cause something special to happen.
No, it's going to replace the... Like, the only special thing that might happen is it's going to spawn a car on top of this car, and there's going to be just a horrific physics glitch.
That would be pretty funny. That would be a good outcome.
Oh, I may need to actually, like, move it over a little bit.
Yeah, okay. It's worth taking the time to get this one right. The case has gone on for a long time anyway. Oh man, I need some coffee. Sorry if I've been a bit incoherent. It
Nope,
is,
you're
as you
good.
say, a long case.
I mean, other than the part where you told me to doubt statistics, and then I did, and you lied to me.
Yeah, I'm going to open the wiki page here for that question. I'm going to the wiki now.
It was totally a lie. The only question I have is what was I supposed to use to prove it was a lie?
It was a lie. Yep, it was a lie.
Was it the
watch? You were supposed to show him. No, you were supposed to show him, and I don't understand why. The contraband list.
What? That's stupid. That doesn't even have anything from that long ago. Was I supposed to pick that because he said he didn't have a list of what he had stolen?
I don't know why. I've closed the page. I didn't want to see the end.
He did make a joke about, or he did say something about not having a list to remember it by, but like.
Did he say that? I missed that.
And I thought like maybe I'm supposed to hit the list, but like the list shouldn't show anything that old, so that would be a stupid thing to say.
Hang on a moment, sister.
If I'd noticed he'd said that, I guess I would probably have agreed with you.
I feel like I pointed it out. But...
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
The All Wits Act.
Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
That's a man about to jump out a window.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Get between him and the window, you dumbass.
They must not have seen the camera zoom earlier.
Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief.
Get between him and the window.
You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
No, because he's going to jump out the window.
They organized the robberies. Julie would
or I guess we're just going to stand here next to this open windows and nothing's going to happen.
Well, he waited until the receptionist came in to testify because now she can say what he said.
I guess, but Cole should probably still definitely be between him and the window.
I'm afraid you're under arrest.
He has meaningfully stepped away now, and the doctor is standing up and is about to sprint out the window.
You'll call Dr. Gerard.
He is making his last will and testament now.
No.
And and Cole is still not doing anything.
Why is
they switched places?
Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Why is this being treated like a...
Oh, Hey, that's not the car that was there.
God.
You lied to me. What do you mean you didn't see that coming? Jesus Christ.
Stacked on top of the other car, or is it
No,
replaced?
they replaced my car.
Ah.
Where is my car now? Like... hey, do you want to maybe finally close this window so that we don't have two suicides here?
I don't think you're ever going to be able to close it. You should go and find the car, though, like rather than making a phone call.
Oh, sorry. It's
Operator, give me R&I.
You're right, though. Hopefully it's... Well, no. Hopefully this case is over, but it's probably going to make me go back to the police station.
An ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of...
I guess
because we still don't have the 2x4 man.
46 Ivor Street.
I reckon this is the end.
En route, detective.
Nope, we've got a message
You have
now.
a message.
What?
Detective
Really?
Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed,
Great.
former wrestler.
That's the Reed that we didn't have like, Phelps just brought him up out of apropos of nothing, or apropos of nothing.
You haven't actually got that guy yet.
That's the guy
the one who
that
knocked you out.
2x4.
We have an address
Okay,
for the
so there is more to do. Wow.
Let's try and wrap this
One
up
case.
then.
There really shouldn't be. Like,
Yeah, there shouldn't.
there are two people in this case too many. The doctor really didn't need to be here at all, I don't think.
Yeah, he didn't have to be involved. I reckon he would have been fine as a red herring without the returning to him.
See, it's funny because he fell out the window. It's...
Incredibly beautiful. Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Yeah, this case was good, and then it started dragging, and now I'm not sure it's good anymore.
Stick with the percentage.
I think it's good, but too long. That doesn't make it not good. It means that it's also too long.
They moved my car.
I certainly am.
Someone must have like come into the parking lot and been, some asshole has moved my car. I'm gonna put it back.
Shows what he knows. He got a person on top of his car now.
So that argument between Phelps and Earl there was interesting, wasn't it? Would you throw it all away for a woman and stuff?
I refuse to comment on that line of questioning.
Okay.
Because of things that I remember vaguely, but haven't happened yet. Or are in the process of happening.
Well, at least Willie lives close by.
Yeah. So I think two things about this case have really soured me on it. Aside from, well, one of them is its length. Like, two of the suspects are unnecessary. The other one is that last question with the.
I think the list thing was the key, but actually this case has done that multiple times. There's been multiple times where like you had to pick a piece of evidence based on a throwaway line the guy said in response to your random accusation.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to do it.
I totally missed where we're actually supposed to be going, but I can't get into that.
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
Oh, I hear somebody playing the harmonica.
I actually really like harmonicas. Good sound. Back alley band. Well, not band.
Back alley guy.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Fucking whips out a gun, because of course. Oh,
well, he has
that's the wrong button. I did not mean to shoot wildly.
So it seems to me that this guy is the remaining actual murderer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you do actually have to get him.
Although I'm curious as to whether we'll actually be able to get him, or if we're going to shoot him dead on top of a roof.
Yeah, good question. I mean, he won't have anywhere to run, so hopefully one of those two things will happen. Well, unless he jumps as well. Oh, maybe did he go up or down?
The arrow pointing on, or the arrow is pointing up on the minimap, so I'm guessing he went up. Otherwise, I've gotten super bruised. What the?
Whoa. Oh, more pipes, I see.
Cole, do you want to maybe... How did I get up if you're too much of a coward to get down? What the hell's wrong with you?
Roy is actually caught up. Oh dear. Ah man, here we go. It was just too big a burglary ring, too many people, and they tried to put them all in the case, basically. There were a lot of good moments in it, and I like the overall thing. It would, yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least two scenes too long rather than one. Oi!
Jesus, that guy takes a lot of bullets.
Dang. Yeah, one time.
Like, so many bullets. This is an unreasonable number of bullets.
It's like a boss criminal.
I mean, he is a wrestler.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he?
So, cool. Of the crime ring, we've got one dead dead victim, and 2 dead suspects, and one guy who's an asshole that admitted to hiring the other 2 idiots.
Dead suspects? Like, the crime ring had 5 people in it, 4 of whom are now dead. Arnett's the survivor.
Wait,
it's cold.
Who's the other one?
You guys did good work here today.
There's the victim that we started investigating, these 2 schmucks, and then...
Yep.
Oh, the doctor, right.
Yep.
My dumbass.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
They don't get along, do they?
No, they don't. I wouldn't either, if I had to work with Roy Earl.
Well, yeah. Big. That's 5 stars.
It's the... Okay, so the question that we missed would have been him admitting in front of his girlfriend that... Or admitting in front of his fiancée that he was sleeping with the lady.
Yeah, and the key thing was to mention the list, which I missed. I did not hear him talking about a list. But the fact that you have to pick lie and then seize on something he said, it's exactly like the Henderson question where he was like, oh yes, that guy, he's from New York, and you're like, aha.
You're like, aha. Yeah. You would absolutely, like, you've admitted that you don't know this guy very well, but we know that he's not from New York. At least the housekeeper didn't think so.
At least we know he told someone else that. Yeah, not a good question. Serious. Yep, too long. Good premise. Too many people in it.
Also, way too many goddamn questions.
Good character moments.
Like, that is... 16 is too many.
Yeah, wow. That's a lot of questions.
I would settle for 5.
If someone told me, well, the Naked City has more questions in it, more interrogation questions than any other case, I would be all good.
Yeah. So, that's been the Naked City. I'm going to hit A and find out what we got going for us on the flashback route. if it's anything.
Oh man, I remember this flashback. This is one of the ones that stuck with me. Sugar Hill, Okinawa.
People dying. People continuing to die. That was a really bad throwing animation right there. A mortar, looks like. Jeez. I can't tell who any of these people are, or if I'm supposed to be able to...
Gone, Hank. The Major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Is Cole now the only person still alive on that hill?
He's the only American, anyway.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
For more or less dumb luck?
Not luck. That general guy, he was the one who told them, go and kill, throw your lives away on that hill. He's covering up his own failure by making it look like heroism.
Well, that doesn't reflect anything that's happening in the police force at this point in any way.
But
it's completely different.
That's the Silver Star. That's why everyone calls Cole Phelps a war hero.
Because he happened to not die on a hill where everybody else died.
Due to not coming out of a hole, yeah.
Congratulations to Cole Phelps.
He did mention to Albert Hammond that he was a Marine who was once a coward.
He did say that. And clearly it served him well. It's gotten him this far in life, and I see no reason why his Silver Star shouldn't continue to ascend.
Well, First Lieutenant is one rank up. I don't think he gets any higher than that, but we'll see.
It seemed to me like he was shell-shocked and probably would just
yeah. Oh, I mean, he was
medical
not
leave back to the United States long enough for the war to actually be over.
That would be nice, but no, there's more flashbacks coming.
Jesus. Well,
yep.
That's been La Noire.
Yes,
I'm going to guess
which
this episode
been
is
good.
A fucking hour and a half.
Wow, yeah, could have been a good case. It went on too long. Had some bad questions. Yeah,
Better
had good
case
bits.
than Reefer Madness, though.
Yeah. Vice has overall been good, I would say, compared to Homicide.
I'm mixed on that, but I guess we'll discuss that at another time. Alrighty.
Yes.
See you later.